Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts and happy Twinchy Thursday. I'm so glad to be here again. I missed last week because I was working on my journal. But you all know I have a thing about Twinchies. They're just so much fun. And this collab was started by our darling Janet from Crafts and Tea with Janet K. And she has passed the wand to Sherry Jones, Creating with Sherry Jones, and is hosting now. And they're just, like I said before, every time I think, if you do a Twinchy there, you find yourself looking at anything that looks or would be cute in a 2-inch by 2-inch, and I'm addicted, you know. I'm trying to get better, but I'm addicted. But see, to me right now, this looks like it would be the perfect cover to a slimline card, and or addition to the cover of a slimline card. You not only can put them on cards, but you can also decorate, you know, all in journals. They're tuck spots. I use them to decorate envelopes that I put in journals. There's just so many things that you can do with them. Now, with these guys, as you all know, I'm stepping out with the mixed media, but I'm not running with it. I'm walking slowly towards my mixed media, and have been doing for some time. For what, a month or so now? The paper that these guys are on, believe it or not, look how cool this paper is. It looks handmade to me. It has all these little textures and everything. It is fantastic. Listen, it is just so thick. Dollar Tree, guys. Now, what I would advise is that you go through and, you know, really look at those paper packs, because I went through, stood there, nobody was in the aisle with me, and went through every one of them. I didn't open them, but I go to the side and I'm like, oh, those look good. This has a lot of pink, because I use a lot of pink, as you see, or this has a lot of pastels, or what have you. So this is the base of them. And then I put on this, I coated it with gesso, okay? Now, then on this mat, I do want to tell you, I hauled this in my last Hobby Lobby clearance haul. And this mat is wonderful. It's called a mixed media mat, and it's normally $15.99. I got it on clearance, but I got it on clearance for $3.99. Excuse me. It's already paid for itself. I'm serious. I made such a mess with these that it's already paid for itself. On this mat itself, I put, you know, I just open them. Oh, that's nice and dusty. Somebody needs to dust the craft room, and just, you know, put it on there. Take my water, spray it, and then put it on these. I worked with Mermaid Lagoon, Salty Ocean, 1 ink, 2 oxides, Salty Ocean, and Broken China. Okay, so I'm spraying down with water first, and then trying to get, let me see, if I get real close then we lose the light, but hopefully you can see it. Trying to get that watercolor feel with the 3 different shades of blue. For me, my butterflies are flying in a gorgeous blue sky. And what I would do between each color is get out my Ranger heat tool and dry them between each one. And once they were done, oh, I forgot to tell you, even before I did that, the step I did before that was to put the texture paste on, and I have a teeny tiny little stencil that I did. This butterfly is done with the texture paste by Ranger, and this is super light, guys, super light. And I put that on with just a cheap little plastic knife. So, palette knife. So, that went on first, sorry. Then my blue inks and oxides. Then I took, let's put this down for a second. I took this acrylic paper. It's 110 pounds. It's made in Canada, by the way. I got it at Ross for $2.99. You only get, let's see, how many sheets does it take? 10. But, you know, you cut it up and everything, and it's worth it, I tell you, because I'm real tickled with how the butterflies came out. Now, what I did was I took that paper, sorry, this is going to be real reflective, and I took this die. What I was going to do was stamp these, then die cut them, then work with them that way. But I decided, no, I don't want to. I'm going to go a different route. So with the white acrylic paper, or paper you can paint acrylics on, did that, then painted them in pinks, and it looks like it's the same pink, but it's not. It's these three pinks. One has just a touch of orange, and as you see, a corally pink, then a very pastel pink, and then a little brighter. In fact, I had to add white acrylic paint to this one because it was so bright. This one, they're all by Folk Art. This one is Tickled Pink. This one is Sheer Blossom. And this one is Baby Pink. Okay. So they do have, and you know, it does have like, I can show you, it has like a different pink here on the wings and then here. And I kept, again, drying between colors and everything. And then I took a brush and put it in just pure white acrylic paint and did my dots, little dots up here, 5 on each wing and then 1 down here. I just did 1 on the little ones because that's all I wanted to do. Then, after that was nice and dry, then I took my pens. And what I did is I looked at this stamp and I was like, okay, I can do that. And then took these Pitt Artist Pens by Faber-Castell, and they are waterproof. And this is the really tiny little, really fine point, but I have them in several different. See, this one. This is the one I filled it in with. Let's see, what point is this? Just says black 199, medium. And so I drew the black around them and then in the center, and then filled that all in with these guys. And then I took, let's see, I don't know if you all are aware that Hobby Lobby carries this wonderful, wonderful upholstery thread, which I love. I use it for my fabric flowers and everything. I just love this stuff because it's so strong. Check this out. It's not going anywhere. When they have this is by Sewology, and when they have it on sale, which they do this week, you're going to get from $2.99 to $1.49, and I just love this stuff. I highly recommend it just as much as I highly recommend this mixed media mat. So that got, I have a way of wrapping around my fingers, then twist it and stuff so that I can kind of try to mimic the butterfly wings, kind of, a little bit. And so that goes under there. I did take this, I got this on clearance too, and I did take the wings, and I did curve them under with this, but I'll be honest with you, after I did that, I still went back to Old Faithful and took my pencil and I wrap them around right here, you know, so That's what I've been doing for years. And, excuse me. Now, the little stamping that you see is this one by Stampendous. This one right here. I just tried to do just little tiny writing script here and there. And then I covered them up. Here's my cover. You can see it all speckled with the light blue paint. I covered up those butterflies. I hadn't put these on yet. And then I just did my splatters in white, only white acrylic paint, okay? Now, to get the little bling on their bodies, do you all remember these? This is, what, 3 years old, at least? They had this at Michael's, and you know how they have those little bins and stuff? And, yeah, I just cut them and trim, but I kind of like this because it looks kind of fuzzy on the, fuzzy on the butterfly's body. And these required 3 of them, and I just cut down 3. And then I don't trust the adhesive on these, so I use my gem tack, gem tack to put them on. And that's what I have this time. Oh, and this is awfully long. And I'd like to thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.